So then let's start. Like usual, a very warm welcome this evening here at COINATION. Today our guest is D3Conomist. The first one to introduce himself is H. H is one of the, I think McLavin said you're one of his peers.
Yes, sir. Correct. Yep. I help with some of the communications and just introduction to the project.
Is this an actual picture of you, your profile pic?
Well, that to be I guess discovered. Who knows, right?
Who knows? Who knows? That leads me to my first question. I was reading up the white paper, but I couldn't really find something about the team. Since I saw you are kind of following the decentralized way, I was wondering, do you have a KYC? Is someone of your team there with his name, or are you all anonymous?
So the team is anonymous, and there hasn't been any KYC done. However, down the road, there is a possibility that some of the team members will come out and dox themselves. However, for now, there is no need for it, and I mean, we try to protect our, our I guess other businesses. Most of the people that are involved with the projects, people have other businesses. Some of us have like public personas, specific type of jobs that can't really kind of completely dox. But I think down the road, when things kind of pick up and get bigger and bigger, there's possibility for people to dox.
Okay, because it's always, how shall I say, I really get the decentralized way, and I personally like my anonymity. But on the other hand, you got a lot of, how shall I say, bad things which could happen if there is no one to blame for if something goes wrong. So how do you go in the way of audit? Did you do an audit yet, or is this also something you are planning for a later time?
So let me introduce the project itself, and then we'll talk about the audits and all the other stuff. When Sexy gets to the office, he'll be better equipped to answer those questions, right? So
sounds great.
Yeah, so D3 Conomist, we call it D3, is a launchpad for a seed level investment. So to get into our projects that are launching through D3 Conomist, you mint the golden pass, we call it the main NFT, which down the road allows you to mint the secondary NFTs to participate in allocations of the projects that are coming out. The Economist has been around now for about 5-6 months since last year. It's been growing organically. A lot of the community members have met each other through other projects, and The Economist is actually partnered up with other projects. So there is a reputation and also connection within the DeFi crypto space, so that people know of The Economist. And also Sexy himself is available pretty much every day, and if anyone has any questions, he's always there to answer, whether through the main chat, Twitter, or DMs as well. So as I said, The Economist is a launchpad for launching different type of crypto and tech projects. Right now, we are doing our first launch, which is BCR. It's a privacy exchange. We'll talk about that down the road. And we also have multiple projects in the pipeline. The second one is One Prompt, which is an AI tool to prompt and generate NFTs and content. Content could be written, it could be images, stills, also videos that will come down the road. We'll talk about that. And also there is another project in the pipeline that's called Bitcoin X, which a lot of people are bullish about, and we'll talk about that. So that's kind of The Economist. Sexy is the main dev of the project. He pretty much runs everything, and he has been backing financially pretty much everything that's been going on. Sexy, are you available? Can you communicate already? You at the office?
Yes, guys. Hey, I just arrived. Thank you very much, H.
Yes.
And hi, Bubble Boy.
Hey,
Thanks for
Sek.
having us here. Thanks for having us here. I have listened to what you guys have talked about, and that's the main thing. So we are not doxed. Maybe down the road we will dox ourselves. Depends on the market situation, depends on the project, how it goes on, etc., etc. But to be honest, I enjoy my anonymity in this space, and it means a lot for me. It's stuff that I'm preaching since many months, even years, around people who I have worked before. Decentralization is not equal to anarchy. So, in my opinion, decentralization has the positive aspect or the benefit of being anonymous for teams like us. But at the same time, it doesn't mean it is anarchy. So it's not that everyone can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So, for example, also all this DAO madness we had the last couple, 1 or 2 years, I think it was, or a little bit longer. People misunderstand decentralization and misunderstand a DAO. So they feel free in most cases to do whatever they want, and then they attack people privately, etc., etc., etc. It's simply a measure of security we try to have for us, for our families who we work in this business. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I get the point, and to be honest, I like the main idea behind decentralization, but you also need, like you already said, you need a certain rule set, because if you are free to do whatever you want without any consequences, you could anytime harm your investors financially. That was also a reason why I was asking about an audit,
I totally agree. As you maybe know, we have a developer team of 40 developers behind us. So we are quite a huge team. And we will launch also in future our in-house built projects. For example, one of them will be One Prompt or Bitcoin X. And all these projects, they will be audited, and we will do some form of KYC. But it always depends on which company we will use for the KYC, etc., etc. Because nowadays we see many companies doing KYC, and it's still a process that can be easily where you can walk around easily. For example, you give anyone a little bit of money and say stand there for the KYC, and they will do it. So it's still not a 100% security measure for a project to be to be safe in the measure of in real life companies.
Yeah, no, it's hard. They pay a little money to some guys on Telegram. We already chatted with some of them. Some of the guys told us, yeah, I did my third KYC this week for some projects, and we were like, okay, that's a little scary that it's so easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, guys, let's not forget that there have been some of the biggest scams and pretty much rug pulls were done by people that had a completely doxed to the government and their investors. Let's FTX and Terra Luna. It's like some of the billion-dollar biggest scams were done by some KYC people. So that's there as well.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
important. A KYC and an audit is no blanco check for buy it and everything is safe. You always have to keep in mind, is there a legislation which would also go out there to the people, if he's sitting somewhere on an island without any police, nobody will do nothing, even if they know.
Yeah, that's there. Also, I think it's also a kind of an easy thing to find out who people are, right? At the end of the day, we're in a blockchain, and a lot of people confuse blockchain as completely something that is private. I mean, it is on the chain, so it's completely transparent, and there are super big brain developers who can find out who's who within few minutes. So I think at the end of the day, your reputation follows you. And for instance, Sexy and myself, like, people know us in the space. Like, people know me personally for many years now in the space. I've been here for a while, and my voice is my voice, and your reputation follows you, even if you don't tell people your full name and you don't show your face.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. It's always hard. So you said, or H said previously, that you already got some partner projects. Did he talk about the projects you are currently seed funding, or are you also having official partnerships with other already launched projects?
Yeah, we have partnered up with Musa Chain. We have partnered up with a project we are backing right now. It's our first launch. It's Better Call Raul. They are connected with Musa, although they are two separate projects. And we have partnered up with an Animoca brand backed company. It's called Kami. It's the next big thing, definitely, for the future connected to NFTs, NFT marketplaces, NFT displays worldwide, etc., etc. It's quite an interesting partner and a huge project for the future. And besides them, we are also backed by, not really backed, but we have investors like Cult DAO, etc., etc., etc.
Okay.
So there's a lot of going on.
That sounds great so far. Because H previously mentioned that you work together with crypto projects and other tech projects. Is there a way of working together with tech projects or companies without crypto? Just because he was saying it somehow in a manner which induced that this could be two different things, if you know what I mean.
It is actually two different things, because our dev team is a company. It's a very successful company from your home country, from Germany.
Really?
Yes, I'm. By the way, I'm born in Germany too. I grew up in Germany. Now I'm living in Switzerland. Since more than a decade now, I'm in Switzerland, and yeah. That's the thing, and it's a Web2 company, a big one, quite known in quite known worldwide. But it doesn't matter. I don't want to dox everything. So maybe by time we will dox ourselves as a whole. And yeah, I'm by myself. I'm 42 years old. I'm in crypto since around 2011, since 2013. I'm quite heavy in crypto, and yeah, full time since 2015, 16. And yeah, that's my life.
Have you got a tech background, or just from the investment and entrepreneurship point of view, or how were you getting into it?
I was an investor since 1999, and I'm one of those .com bubble survivors.
Interesting, nice.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know the company in Germany, which we have financially backed end of the 90s, at the beginning of the millennia around, and yeah, it's quite a big company when all of a sudden you maybe know. I don't know how old you are. How old are you? May I ask you?
I'm 27.
Okay. Then maybe you don't know it. You have been too young. All this. There was a time, end of the 90s, when stuff started, like all this prepaid phone cards.
Mm-hmm.
It was very popular in Germany. Has been Cordia. I don't know if you know it. It was a product of D2. D3.
No.
No?
I have to. I'm from Austria, so I'm familiar with Germany,
Okay,
but I'm
sorry.
from Austria. No worries.
Yeah, because I saw a German flag. That's why. So you have it maybe because of the language. I'm so sorry. Huh? And yeah, that's where I started personally with investments. It was the switch from the normal mobile phones to it was called WAP. WAP. It was the first version of internet on mobile phones.
Mm-hmm.
At the early or late 1999, early 2000. And there I have started with private investments, etc., etc., etc. But then WAP was replaced in 2009, I think, when the Apple iPhone madness came out, and etc., etc., etc. But yeah, it's a long story. Long story short,
Nice.
It was my beginning in investment, early end of '99, and yeah, I'm still in investment.
Okay, great. You already mentioned that it's not the same thing, so I think a lot of people might ask themselves now, how do you work with both of them, but in a different way? I mean, if you take a crypto project, for example, you can do an IDO and ILO. You can launch the token, you can get out the NFTs, and you have the launch you're doing for them, and maybe the marketing and everything else. Maybe you help them with developers and so on. But what's your work when you're not working from the traditional crypto point of view, when you just work with the tech side?
Actually, right now it's only crypto. It's only crypto actually right now. The company who's backing us is in Web2 space.
Okay, so you're also providing solutions for companies which are just using Web3. Could you say it like that?
That's one part of it. Yes, that's one part.
And to be able to participate in all of that, I need one of the two kind of NFTs there are.
No, so what we are doing right now with D3Conomist, we have our golden entry ticket. This is our D3Conomist NFT. It's in total there will be 2,500 of it. Right now, somewhere around 1,490 are minted, and there is still 1,000 something available. And those golden entry ticket will give you the entry to our whole ecosystem of D3Conomist. In our whole ecosystem, we try to deliver stuff like education, in-house projects, which we will launch. Depends on the narrative that is actually there, and depends on our professions in the background. So we will have projects like One Prompt, for example. This will be an AI project, but different to other projects we are seeing launching now, is that we try to first deliver the product that people can see. Okay, there is a product behind, it is usable, and then we open up the seed round for the investment. So it means nearly everything we are building from our own pockets. So we are investing our own money in this, and then we start building. And when we have a nearly complete product, then we do the seed round and offer the opportunity for the average Joe to participate in on seed level. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm just a little curious. Is it more like you? If I would explain it, would it be a better description if I say you are a launch pad in general and in total, or would it be more like you are just for the seed rounds, especially till the project is big enough to launch on a pink sale or something else? Or do you want projects
No pink sale, my friend.
just for example, Seedpad, whatever.
No.
If I may, guys,
we don't need a launch pad. This must be clear. So we are a seed pad. Seedpad not in the most people. What we are seeing nowadays is we see launch pads like, for example, the new one you mentioned, Pink Sale. Then we see stuff like the older ones, Paid or Paid Ignition, or how is the other one called? CDFI, etc., etc. Okay, so these are the big ones: CDFI, Paid Ignition. Although Paid Ignition didn't launch anything in the past couple months, but CDFI, for example, to participate in CDFI, on top tier, right now you had to give me the word. I forgot the word. You have to buy around $140,000 and to stake it. Then you will be able to participate as top tier in CDFI. This is simply to show you the numbers, what is between what we are offering and what others are offering. Of course, the Launchpad system is differently built. In a Launchpad system, you have pre-investors, you have pre-seed investors, which are in most cases vested. Then you have seed investors, and then comes the people who are investing in a launchpad. What we are seeing, for example, stuff with Pink Sale, etc., 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 is stuff that it's. How can I describe it? I have got so much people asking me, hey, let's do this together, let's do that together, we will hype this, we will hype that. I am not the hype type of guy. I'm strictly against hyping stuff, because I think that all the stuff that is hyped in a manner of yeah, you are in a pre-sale, come on, everybody can buy. There is no exclusivity. It's an open pre-sale, so everyone comes, everyone invests his fucking dollars, and when this project then launches, nobody is back there to pump it with money. There is no exclusivity, so everyone who knew about it will stay on the same level. So we will often see, either we will see big dumps, or we will see crawling to the right, or we will see people who are fucked. And then even if the project is good, people who are so who came in this pre-sale with different expectations, and then they are so disappointed that we will see flooding around quality projects simply because those people didn't make no money. So what is how can I explain it to you? The traditional launch pads we know from the past 2 or 3 years to the present right now, either they are very, very disappointing for the investor, very well, very, very, very beneficial, profitable for the first investors who take the money, who don't fall for the diamond hand bullshit that is spread around the whole crypto space, or we see people who get burnt heavy. So this is everything what is happening. It's kind of not very welcoming for the whole goal we are here in crypto. The whole goal, especially the goal for me, for my view, why I am in crypto, is I want mass adoption. And I will never get mass adoption by burning people, by creating some kind of welcome culture where only a few individuals can benefit or profit out of such a system. So this is all very destructive to the whole space. What we are trying to do is with The Economist is, yes, we have exclusive small rounds. Not everyone can participate, but everyone has the possibility to buy the golden ticket to get in our D3 Economist ecosystem, and to fight for a better future, And yeah, on the way we are working, we are expecting, of course, high returns on the small investments every individual can put in. I'm not guaranteeing here everyone will become a millionaire. Hey guys, come on, you buy this shit. I recommend this my auntie in Australia. I recommend this my grandmother in North Rhine-Westphalia. I don't give a shit about this hyping bullshit. So I respect every individual, every small investor. I respect him partly more than the big degens in the space who are used to burn the smaller people simply because they know the trick, and they are also destroying the space, the warm welcome for this space. So yeah, I was talking now a little bit too much. Sorry.
No
Maybe you
worries.
have questions.
That's your point. It's hard these days, and most likely all the same people are making money, and in the end there is the small flies which are just the exit liquidity for the
Absolutely. And
person.
isn't it sad, man? Isn't it sad? So why this fucking wrong and sad welcome culture towards the small investor? We need everyone in this space, not for the reason to grab their couple dollars, where maybe we have people from countries where they need a whole fucking year to get $200 together, and then they join us in any space, and we take them as exit liquidity. I mean, this is sad for our space, and this is the reason why our space is flooded since years, because we have too many figures outside in the CT world. We have too many of those figures. Yeah, buy this shit, buy this. Recommend this to your auntie. Recommend this to your grandma. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Show the people how to educate themselves. Give them what they are here for. It is gains, and it should be education, and it should be the vision of crypto. We may never forget what crypto is, why crypto was created, why Bitcoin is created. We may never forget this. Otherwise, we are nothing better than the governmental bullshit we are experiencing every day. May it be in Nigeria with the CBDCs we are seeing that are actually in active there, and getting people out of their own money they own, so they are controlling them by not allowing to take as much money as they need, even though they have it on their account. So it's bullshit. If we all wait for the fucking CBDCs, and they are mighty, the governments all around the world, the politicians all around the world, they are fucking mighty. They can sell us bullshit as if it would be a golden throne. And this is the sad thing. And we Kryptonians should stick together, because the real money is not coming from the small guy who has actively tried to save $200 to participate in crypto. The real money will come by mass adoption, and we will never reach mass adoption as long as we see every fucking single day a new fucking stupid scam bullshit. That's my opinion. I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about this topic.
I can
And
see. No,
yeah.
I get your point. It's really a pain in the ass, and it's like you said.
Absolutely.
But
If I may just add couple more things, right, regarding The Economist, for people to kind of completely understand what it is and how it works. So The Economist is a platform where, by minting the Economist main NFT, the Golden Pass, as Sexy names it, D3 NFT allows you to participate in ongoing offers through the Economist platform. So unlike Pink Sale or other pre-sale platforms, we don't pump out projects just to pump out projects. Most of the projects are being either worked with by another team or with us, or they are incubated within the ecosystem. So for instance, BCR, Better Call Raul, that seed cell that is in the process, which very limited number of people can still participate in, is already a developed and functioning privacy exchange that's working with a positive cash flow, right? So the project has already proven itself. It just needs its own coin, and then it needs to grow. It needs more liquidity. So one of the most ethical devs, actually, Serge Trees, has wrote the Solidity contract for it. So that all those things have been taken care of. Another thing that I wanted to mention, the way which is brilliant, what Sexy and Big D have designed this whole thing, is that when you mint the D3 NFT, that allows you to participate in the seed sales. So Better Call Raul BCR seed sale is ongoing right now, and people mint secondary NFTs which is the receipt for your participation in the offering. It's called LNFT. That NFT stays in the wallet, and that's your allocation, which you will get an airdrop of tokens at the token generation event, right? So some of our investors have already 3x'd their investment because that NFT was already sold on OpenSea. So some other people that are minted the Economist NFT for 0.25 previously, or were able to sell those NFTs for 0.3, 0.35. So in a way, it's done in a very sophisticated manner. It's kind of a boutique launchpad, although we want everybody to get in, but there's only 2,500 NFTs, main NFTs available, which will be capped at that point. And we only have 1,000 NFTs to be minted, right? And for Better Call Raul, only the first 1,500 D Economist NFTs will be able to participate. So the points that I'm trying to make is this very flexible and exclusive, if you will, boutique style of launchpad, Seedpad that offers opportunities to get in. And another thing that Sex is really good with, like negotiations and the way it works, for instance, with Better Call Raul, their investors are all vested except for The Economist's investors. So
This is part of our exclusivity. I mean, even though they had angel investors, etc., 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 nobody is free of vesting except the Economist community, and we are the only one who got exclusive rights selling the pre-sale to the average Joe through our, of course, The Economist system. And the good thing on Better Call Raul, for example, is it's a privacy exchange which you can already use. It generates revenue. It is out there. We can share the link, and you can use it. It generates revenue. It's crazy. Official numbers. It started a couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. And within the shortest time, we have they have reached somewhere around $8 to $10 million swaps, and a revenue of 5 or 6 digits. I'm not sure exactly, but we are talking here about an income stream for the potential investor, which is given on the seed level without any vesting. So yeah. I think it's quite attractive for everyone who wants to invest. And the golden ticket, The Economist, for example, it don't brings you only the value of investing in Better Call Raul. It will be your entry ticket to every future launch we will have. So it's a cheap, dirt cheap entry in a community which we built organically. We have a very, very nice community, and it's very human, and everyone helps everyone. We set big parts on education, etc., etc.
I was wondering that the NFT, is it only the entrance ticket, or do you also get kind of a revenue share of The Economist if you are a NFT holder?
There is no revenue share actually, because the projects we are launching, and this is the good thing here, you can because we have talked about audition, etc., etc. The projects we are launching, we don't take money from them to get launched on our Seedpad. What we want is, we want to vet the team. We are vetting the projects behind. We are checking the products they are offering, and we have the same, not a little bit more beneficial than everyone else in our community. We have the same status. Means we cannot. Me as a founder of for example, The Economist, I'm not better than someone who owns only one The Economist NFT and can invest in this product. Does it make sense?
Yeah, so there is no difference if I got 1 or 2 NFTs?
Yes, there is a big difference. If you have 2 or 10 NFTs, you will be able to participate in, you will be able to buy 2 or 10 allocations with one allocation per The Economist NFT. And the allocation comes in form often we call it LNFT, launch NFT. And those launch NFTs you can check out on OpenSea from Better Call Raoul. They can be traded before the product launches. So it means people like I told you, they minted those LNFTs for $60 and they already sold it for, I don't know, 3 times the money they minted.
They made 3x already. Yeah, 3x.
Yes, and this is pre-launch.
And the LNFTs come for each project separately.
Exactly. And depending on the project, some projects will use those LNFTs as utility NFT, for example, to give you special conditions in their product, in their project, or they are simply a receipt for the allocation.
But on the other side, this means that you are kind of integrating all these projects into your ecosystem. Is this correct?
No, it's not correct.
Or is it just that you combine your ecosystem with their investment into their project?
They can use our ecosystem as for their investment in their project. This is simply the way how we are offering the people to invest in the project. If they want to make the LNFT to give them some form of utility, of course they can.
Okay, so it's just a possibility.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's better for me to have more if I want to buy more. But how do you, or how does the launchpad itself makes it money? Or is there no need for the launchpad to make money because you're all doing this in a private manner and you just want to
we are making our money by investing in those projects. The same way like every other investor from our community. We don't need to make money through our launchpad, because the result of this kind of way is what would happen. What do you see on all those launchpads nowadays? I am not criticizing anyone. Anyone can work however he wants. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, what we are seeing is every fucking day we see 3, 4, 5 launches. Not vetted projects. They are putting up the launches simply because they benefit of this. So it became a business, a money business. Okay, we are proving every investor that this is not our goal. We will not launch every second day a new project. We are vetting our projects. When we launch something, we are not launching shitcoins. Like I said, my ideology doesn't allow me to launch the next Uba Bubu Bubibi Inu and I don't know what kind of fucking Ino and Elon and XI buy bullshit. I'm not launching this through our launchpad. So we are very picky. We are vetting every project we are launching. Like, just take, for example, last weekend, there have been a couple AI projects launching an AI. I will not name them, although I will not name them, launching a project which is an absolutely fantasy project where they make promises about anything that doesn't exist in this world. Okay? So, for example, I could launch now the flying skateboard project. Everyone who buys our token, we promise you in 6 months, you all will get delivered a flying skateboard. And by flying this skateboard, you get Bitcoin dumped in your wallet without staking. This is bullshit. So shit like this, you can pump it up with hype. People who are not so tech savvy and people who are not so native in crypto, they will fall for this shit. And they think, oh, I catch the next Shiba. Oh, I catch the next Doge. And what will happen? 3, 4, 5 days, it's a pump. People buy on top. The 5th day, bath, it's tanking. People lost their fucking hard-earned $200. And yeah, that's what I absolutely cannot allow to happen in our ecosystem, because I want people to take us serious, if you understand, and we will prove ourselves by deeds, not by hyped bullshit or by talking.
I was reading on the white paper about the NFT generator and minter. Now, we previously talked about the LNFTs. Are the LNFTs something which get which is made by the NFT generator, or how can I imagine the generator and the minter?
The generator, actually, it's good that you ask. It will be launched maybe tomorrow, I think, or in 2 days. It will be launched, and it will be fully usable on our website. And yeah, you can create classic NFTs, layer-based NFTs, and you will be guided through the process. It's very easy, and the contracts you are creating through this system will be owned by you. So it means nobody is between there to take something from you, etc., etc., etc. So it will be very easy usable. You can use it tomorrow or in 2 days.
And
hopefully.
On which chain is this selectable, or is this pre-selected?
Actually it's on Ethereum, but we will make all our projects omni-chain through layer 0.
Mm-hmm. Just because I've seen that Arbitrum is pretty popular these days. Are you also interested in the Arbitrum chain, or is this something you say you're not currently interested?
I fucking love Arbitrum. I have shielded Arbitrum since months ago. I have shielded it in our community. I think many people make profits in some projects I have shielded. Arbitrum is great. Layer 2 solutions, scaling is great. It's faster. It's cheaper. It's great. It's a very good opportunity for the future. But what you must know is not every chain is built to create for a specific NFT. For example, our project One Prompt. The One Prompt project, I think most of you know what prompting means. Prompting, do you know it, Bobby? Bubble Boy?
Yes.
How to call you, man? Bubble Boy, BB Wop?
Just call me Bubble. Everyone goes by Bubble.
Okay, Bubble. Do you know what prompting means?
Yes.
So most people know this nowadays. Prompting is the way when you are given command to an AI to create something for you. Okay, and One Prompt will be the next gen AI NFT creator and launcher. You can launch no matter what kind of NFT. So may it be a JPEG, may it be a book, a magazine, may it be music, may it be a video, whatever comes in your mind, you will be able to launch it through One Prompt. And by the assistance of the AI we will have, we are offering on this, we will offer on this, or you can launch your own written stuff. You can use the assistance of our AI to write stuff, or to create videos, or to create JPEGs, or you can simply use it with stuff you already own and you are proud of, you created by yourself, etc., etc., etc. We have seen a trend in China, for example. This was one of the things, and that's also the reason. Sorry, I'm jumping around, but that's I'm sorry. That's the reason why not every chain is made to launch every kind of NFT. So there must come a change in mind. For example, if you want to launch a book, a PDF, just a little bit bigger than 1 megabyte per data, and if you want to launch it on the Ethereum network, it would cost you around $80,000. So it would the minting process. So it would the upload. So it wouldn't make any sense to do stuff like this on a network like this. And the adoption part is also important. So user experience, user interface, it must be easy usable. And this is something we are creating step by step in a process. It must be easy usable for everyone in this world, because we want to achieve mass adoption. One Prompt is not just an AI NFT creator. It's the gate to Web3 for content creators, artists, people who have to show, people who have to do anything on chain. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. So you can either create NFTs which are for a specific utility, or you just make art for yourself, or any kind of intellectual property is possible to bring out as an NFT blockchain.
we try to motivate people to don't think only in bubbles. By the way, connected. Don't think only in bubbles. For example, in China, it's a big trend. People are creating subscription services. People who are content creators who write, for example, short stories or novellas. They write it, and the supporter can pay for the subscription service, $5 a month, for example, and they read every week a new story. And there came also the idea, we will offer the same stuff for people to create their stuff and to create a subscription service for people who wants to create. This is just one example, content like this. On the launch of One Prompt, we have also organized something very special. I've organized an immersive art hall. Do you know what this is?
An immersive art hall?
Exactly. Do you know what this is?
No, not exactly, to be honest.
So an immersive art hall is it's a big room. It's a honeycomb. It looks like a honeycomb, and it has walls of a specific of special fiber with thousands of dots in it. And behind those walls are speakers, and you can move around in this room. It's not virtual reality, it's in real life reality. You can go through this room and you will see our art created on one prompt. You will see it on the walls, on the ground, on the top. It's like a 3D experience of art hall. We have videos of videos. I can send you one video. I can launch it. Just give me a second.
Yeah,
I will post it in the is it this one? I think. Nope. Wait. Just a second. I need to find it. I don't know where I saved it. Angelica, I don't know. Is she here in the space actually? She could post it, or give me a second. I will find it. And yeah,
I send it, Sexy, no problem.
Thank you very much, Angelica. Thank you.
So, all of you guys from Switzerland, or are you all from Switzerland?
No, no. It's just a coincidence. We met each other here in the crypto world.
But to be honest, at first I was not. It wasn't obvious to me that you are German, so you're pretty good at hiding your German accent.
Honestly, I can speak the. I like the German accent, my friend.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just very, very. You don't forget it so easy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So yeah.
Sexy, do you want to mention about One Prompt and the gallery opportunity for creators?
Yes, of course. People who are creating their art, may it be music, may it be visual art, JPEGs, etc., we will offer them. I will curate it with my team, and the art where I see potential behind, we will offer it. We will offer the users of One Prompt the possibility of exhibition in this art. So not every piece of art that will be created through One Prompt will be shown in this art gallery, but yeah, some curated stuff will be shown on daily basis. We have this immersive art hall for the whole summer season until the late autumn, and it's on a very, very vibrant place in Switzerland. So it has it's a touristic place. It has over 1 million visitors per year, and I think yeah, if you are an artist, and I think we will attract a lot of artists because it is very strong what we are offering, and yeah, for every artist this should be very, very attractive.
I
So
mean,
yeah.
sorry, I mean, if you're an artist and you have the D3 NFT, a lot of this technology will be available to you for almost, for free, as long as you have the D3 NFTs and you participate in the pre-sale, seed sale for, let's say, one prompt, you have some of the tokens, you will be able to use the technology for free. And then also, if you're a really good artist and, your art gets exposed within that environment in immersive hall, I mean, the fucking thing can just pop off. You know what I mean? A career could be launched. So like, there's a lot of things can happen, and so the revenue from the projects also go back into the project to buy the tokens back. There's a burn mechanism pretty much in every project. So it's kind of like what I really like about D3Conomist's approach to the tokenomics. It's a business approach of creating a outside of crypto, like Sexy says, adoption opportunity with a business model that can generate cash flow and revenue, and then bring that revenue back into the project to make the project flourish. Because that's what we see happens throughout the DeFi space. People launch a project, raise millions of dollars, and then they end up on vacations and driving Lamborghinis with a promise that they're gonna create a business, but business never gets created and the project gets dumped, right? On the other hand, the D3Conomist's approach is to create the project, to create the technology, test it with the community, launch it, and then have a business model that drives revenue back into the chart so it's sustainable. One more thing I just want to suggest, Sexy, maybe talk about Bitcoin X if you like, because I mean, speaking of like safety and the communication started like in the beginning with KYC and stuff. I mean, there's so much money has been spent on this projects so far. I don't know if you want to touch base on Bitcoin X a little bit too.
You mean me or Sexy?
Sexy. I don't know. Sexy, are you here? So I'll just tell you one thing. Yeah, we can now. Yes, sir.
Shit, I can't hear anything.
Try if you got bugs with Telegram, just try to leave the VC and re-enter it. Yes, then it should work.
That's what he did, I think, right? So
yes.
So there is an opportunity for people, like the way I got involved, right? I read the white papers, I heard Sexy speak a lot, I talked to other guys, and I really realized that this is a place that money could be made, and also we could participate in some projects that have a very early opportunity for like small investors to come in and be part of a business rather than just a token and the chart. You know what I mean? Like to give you some other information about the project, like we mentioned earlier, it's been around for 5-6 months, and people have been holding these NFTs without complaining, very long time, right? So like 6 months to pay a quarter of Ethereum per NFT. Majority of people have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10 NFTs, right up to 10. Some people have even more than that. And being kind of like deep into it and trying to learn more a little bit and going further, it's been pretty pleasant to be associated with like people that understand how investment works. And I guess as a community, D3 community has been conditioned to hold. So after the first project, I'm pretty sure, which is again, right, BCR is Better Call Raul, is a privacy exchange where you can send Bitcoin, Ethereum, or XMR from one wallet to another wallet completely privately, and it's been generating revenue for months, and they're working on the blockchain. So these are kind of serious projects that focus on the business aspect of the project and making sure that there is revenue generation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I don't know. I lost connection just a couple minutes ago. You see the video? Angel posted it.
Yes, I see the video. I saw the video.
That's the immersive art hall.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing for us.
looks nice. This kind of leads me to a question. I was wondering in the beginning, if you want to be a successful Seedpad, you need to attract interested people with good ideas, I'd say. And this is especially not that easy in the beginning when you are not that well known around the globe. So would you say, is it also one of your strategies to get people from the real world by real world marketing events like this to come
No.
to you and maybe do it in a more crypto way than they already doing it?
Not directly. We will not make marketing for The Economist in the real world. This immersive art hall, for example, this is simply thank you to our community and thank you to our users. It's in Switzerland. It's all quite pricey, I think you know about it. It's very expensive to get something like this. So this is financed by us, by our by us founders, and we want to give potential new artists and experienced artists the opportunity to exhibit their stuff, and through this we want to attract real people who can do something. We don't want the hyped monkey who want to invest in the next ape bullshit. We want people who have brains behind, who wants to participate in this world, who wants to participate in the adoption of the, like I mentioned a couple times, this word, the average Joe in this world. So it's not directly that we want to promote it in a way of billboard style, but in form of an art hall or something like this. Make sense?
Yeah, I get it. I was just wondering because you said somehow it's your idea or your drive to onboard as much people as possible. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be a great idea to also look around in this kind of areas when you say, okay, we got already existing companies in web.
I am living 6 months a year. I am in Switzerland. 6 months a year. I am in Dubai. Both places are very crypto native and they are very crypto friendly and innovation friendly. So what we try to do is, of course, we want the mass adoption, but we are searching for mass adoption through quality. Just a second. Quality matters more than quantity. In the sense of, we are not here to hype our stuff, to burn people. We are here to give a base of quality where people can build on it. And this alone will attract more than all the billboards combined in Europe and North America.
You mean just by proving that you're doing a good job and showing the people that the projects which are coming to The Economist are successful on a long term?
Absolutely. Are attractive, are successful, are sustainable.
Yeah, I think it's a good point of view.
I am not an unknown person in the crypto space. I am not an influencer. I'm not a shiller. So my goal has never been to become the next Twitter star and to shill every second day a new coin or something like this. No. Like I said, I'm a crypto senior. You can say I'm a crypto granddaddy, and I have my circles where I know people who are supporting this idea. And of course, by time, people will also join us. Many of those bigger wallets are, for example, tracked by bots, etc., etc., etc. That's why we don't want to attract the next ape wave. We want to attract sustainability, quality. And that's why we are not going officially on, sharing stuff in the manner we know it from 2016 on, 2016, 2017. Crypto has changed since 2017. Crypto has changed. The idea, the original idea behind crypto, behind the cypherpunk idea, it's dying out because of this madness we are seeing every day, and we don't want people to burn their hands.
I think like it's general. In general, it's a problem these days that most of the people are just in crypto because of the potential gains and not because of the technology and the benefits behind the technology.
But real gains come through innovation. When we are talking about gains nowadays, everyone is calling a 5x, a 10x, a 20x. They are calling it gains. Okay, it's great. You make money out of 10x, 20x, etc., etc. But innovation brings you 500x, 1000x, 1500x. And I mean, for an investor, this is way more attractive than the next 10x or 15x or whatever, if you understand me.
Yeah,
So
no.
time and innovation brings real pocket honey. So in the sense of you make gains through innovation.
Yeah, I get the point. No, I think it's a good point.
Thank you. And we have shared some stuff also now in the chat. I think the one prompt white paper should arrive now. You can check it out. Behind it, behind the one prompt tokenomics system, that's real DeFi. So we are also experiencing every day. People are talking about DeFi. This is DeFi. This is DeFi. We have a token that burns itself. Yeah, we make buybacks and burn it. We make buybacks. This is not DeFi, you dumbass. You know, this is not DeFi, you monkey. This is simply you have a deflationary system where no sustainability is behind. This has nothing to do with DeFi. This is simply burn the amount of existent coins to get a higher value and get as many degens in as possible to experience a big wave up. But what waits after that? It waits the big dump, and the same bullshit repeats over and over again. What I can't guarantee you. I'm really long in this business. I'm very passionate about this business. I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm experiencing every day. But what I can guarantee, I can't tell you which coin or which narrative will be the next. But I can tell you one thing. I can guarantee you one thing. Narratives, especially crypto narratives, they will not repeat. We will never see an DeFi summer like we experienced in 2020. I mean, it was great. You could print money on daily basis. But such a DeFi summer, we will not experience it again. The long-spoken DeFi summer 2.0 never happened. The same, we had the NFT narrative in 2021, where every fucking bullshit kind of art, whatever it was, has seen prices of from a free mint to hundreds of $1,000s, etc. But all of this bullshit is a narrative that is gone. Narratives will not repeat. We can see an evolution. And we can see an evolution of a narrative, but especially I'm a big believer in NFTs, and I think we will see again an NFT narrative, but it won't be titled as NFT narrative. It will be something more like utility based or whatever kind of fucking narrative, although it will be based on NFT technology, but narratives don't repeat. So don't fall for too much meme, don't fall for too much pseudo DeFi, etc.
I know what you mean. It's tricky these days. I was wondering, one last question of mine, because I see I'm already taking a lot of your time, and I read some other questions. I've seen that there is also like a publication side of your project. Is this something like a newsletter or weekly review, or how can I expect this? Because
no, we have started publishing articles about projects which, in our experience and in our opinion, made sense. We have launched them on Mirror. Mirror is the decentralized equivalent to Medium.
Mhm.
You can read our old posts, but we stopped it for now, simply because we want to make the next launches through one prompt. We will use one prompt as our launching position for all those articles. So it will rise back again. But the focus now was by purely on building products and making them reachable for the average Joe and visible for everyone who wants to participate in the D3Conomist network, and also who wants to participate in investments through D3Conomist network. We call it backings. It's not investments. That's the legal bullshit we have to deal with every day, and that's why we want to stay doxed.
Ah, okay. I've just read a question from Kyle, who would like to ask you about your thoughts on the current market and its recent crash. Do you believe that NFT market will continue sharing similar cycles as the cryptocurrency market, or will NFT become a new market of its own?
No. In my opinion, all is hooked together. So NFTs are tokens itself. Okay. The experience I mentioned today is most people think that NFTs are art. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. In the end, they are nothing else than a token, and it has to stay together. But the evolution of NFTs will definitely change. So all this every second day a new pixeled NFT PFP bullshit, this will stop. Hopefully, I hope it will stop, because it's unhealthy for the environment. It's unhealthy for the crypto world itself, and it's unhealthy for the image of NFTs, because NFTs are so much more than a fucking pixelite whatever it is.
Yeah, but we are still early. People need to realize it, but I think it will still take a few years till we are there. But we are going at a fast pace.
Absolutely, we will stay always early, as long as we give me the word vertreiben in English.
To say, you mean sales or verbreiten?
No. Jemanden vertreiben aus dummer Handlung.
To kind of shoo away somebody.
Yes, we will always stay early, as long as we shoot away good people by burning their hands through scammy projects or scammy bullshit or repeating narratives which are useless for the environment.
I know what you mean.
You repel people. That's
yes, and this is bad for the environment. I love this space too much to see it only in the part of benefit where I can. I mean, Lambo. Everyone talking Lambo. When Lambo? Once it became culture. You know, like Elon Musk said, memes are an important tool to create culture. But if when we start making memes out of everything, then you can't create culture through memes. So memes, behind every meme culture, the word culture is there, must be a community. How to create a healthy community? By offering them to make gains. Because every single one of us is here in crypto. We all want to make gains. But I don't think out of a couple thousand people to benefit only 2 or 3 people, that this is the solution for the problem. No, I think we should all take gains. I want to offer people to take gains through the D3Conomist in a healthy environment with a steady growth. It's not about 10 people of us make money, the other 900 are fucked. No. It's a matter of respect. Culture, like I said, in the word culture, community must be included. Treat your community with respect, and the community will grow in a healthy environment. Keep this community exclusive by number, and the financial side becomes very, very attractive. So that's why I don't have an open system to sell as much as possible NFTs. No, we have limited it to 2,500 NFTs for the exclusivity. This exclusivity will be beneficial on the financial side. Everyone who has been in finance knows the value of exclusivity. Why are people buying? Why is the price of gold skyrocketing, or has skyrocketed in the past? Simply because it's a limited product. You can't fold. Huh?
Offer and demand.
Exactly, offer and demand. Exactly.
Point. But you have to admit, if you are relatively new to the space, it's kind of tricky to think about such things, because it falls more under the thing of human nature, human dynamics, and even if you think about the crypto in a technical way, you still have to consider this human nature things, you know.
Absolutely. I
it's
totally agree with you. But look, education and learning is a process that is needed in human nature. We would never have any civilization if we would fall to our human desires. For example, we men with a dick in our pants, you know. Imagine we would fall for our sexual nature. We see an attractive woman and do it like the Neanderthalers did it 2 million years ago. Go there with our stick, pump in her head, and gave it to her on the street. This is stupidity. We have to learn. We need evolution. So simply because human nature is doing something, it doesn't mean it has to stay on this level. We need evolution. So we need also this kind of evolution in this space. People need to educate themselves, and education don't have to be anything that is as boring as we know about it in the school or something. Now you have to learn this. Now you have to learn that. Fuck this bullshit. Education can be part of fun. You know, it can be fun. It can go through many levels. There are many professionals who can help on this basis, if you understand what I mean. So this point, I totally agree with you. It is in human nature, but not everything that is in human nature we have to deal with it. We have to also to change stuff in human nature to the positive, of course.
That's for sure. You just have to keep it in mind, and I think it's like good to understand it, because if you understand like human nature, you get a real good understanding of especially art and NFTs, and what makes the price and the worth of this kind of things. Because what makes an artwork an important artwork? It's simply because someone is willing to pay a lot of money to own it, you know. And why is he doing that? Because it's in his nature to show people that he got it, you know. It's a symbol of respect, of accomplishment, or something like that.
I disagree in this point.
Really?
Yes, I tell you why. Because that's the understanding that the wrong dealing with NFTs had brought to us. Why are wealthy people, paying so much on art? We are talking about millions. Why are they doing it? I can tell you the answer is simple. Because of benefits in the tax system. You don't have to tax art so much, you know. So it's very beneficial when you connect it globally, may it be in Switzerland, in Austria, in Germany, or in North America.
So you think that but is in your opinion, are all these people just interested in the tax, or let's say it like this: do you think that if tax wouldn't be the thing, that the prices of something like a Mona Lisa would still be that high?
Look, there is not many Mona Lisas in this world. We see nowadays modern art, which goes in millions and millions through hyping an artist, hidden behind the scarf of tax benefits. I myself would never buy a picture worth a couple millions if I wouldn't benefit in the taxes of it. And I can tell you, I am a collector. I have art, and I don't give a fuck about what is on the piece of paper. I benefit economically through it.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I have to do a little research about that. But in the meantime, I was reading up another question in the chat. What plans do you have to make sure that the Seedpad you have spent lots of time working on does not get rugged by some irresponsible devs or owners of some projects that fail to control the security of smart contract, thereby posing a risk to your launchpad?
It's all vetted by our devs.
So each project gets overviewed by your own devs.
Yes. That's why I said at the beginning, I'm not interested. I get offers nearly every day. Can we launch this? Can we launch that? Can we launch that? No, I'm not interested. Yeah, but we give you 1% of our token. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in launching this. I am interested in creating a healthy community. That's where my interest is. My biggest my currency is a happy community. This is my most valuable currency, a happy community. In a team, we can be stronger and make bigger gains by time, not by FOMO, not by, buy this. No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. A healthy community with a healthy mindset will lead to innovation and financial benefit.
May I ask, are you currently working full-time on this project, or are you just investing and living off that, or what's your current profession?
I am working full-time on D3Conomist.
Okay, and you're living off your investments.
Do you want to know how much money I have?
If the thing is, I'm always eager to get as much information as possible. Although I know it's never possible to be 100% sure that the information I get is righteous. But if you want to throw in some numbers, feel free to.
No, I'm not interested in throwing in some numbers. This is my private thing, it doesn't make a change for you guys. I mean, I do this full time. People can contact me nearly 24/7 a day, a week, and I'm very active. You will see I answer stuff at 3 o'clock in the night, at 6 o'clock in the morning, at 11 o'clock in the early evening, at 2 after evening, and yeah, it's passion for me. I am one of those lucky people who was able through his career to get in positions where he can live of the stuff he is building.
Okay, so you are, how shall I say, you are not in a position where you desperately need to make money so you can pay your rent and your dues.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Actually, maybe we could share the information about Bitcoin X, just the domain, how much you paid for the domain for Bitcoin X.
Our team bought the domain for Bitcoin X. You can because we live in a trustless system. It's minted for $200,000.
that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so BitcoinX is the third. I guess we'll see. If for now it's
We will see
projected to be.
if it will be the third,
Yeah,
the fourth, the fifth.
yeah.
In total, we have 4 more projects we will launch over the next weeks and months, which doesn't mean it's the only 4 we have. Maybe we will additionally put other projects in it. Like I said, we have many people who want to launch through us, and if their projects make sense, we will allow it. We will make it possible.
The important thing to kind of remember, Bubble, that the projects that come through the Economist, they do get developed before they get to the market, right? So maybe not 100% developed, maybe 50%, 60%, but they get to like a working condition, and then they get backed by the community to take it the whole 9 yards. So to keep that in mind, and running a team and servicing tech projects is not cheap as well. So there's been tremendous amount of money already spent before we've launched a single project. And we did sell over 1,400 NFTs, more than 0.25 Ethereum. So there's been already some funds generated which have been spent on different needs for the project.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, like Jay already said, bullish on The Economist. D3Conomist.
Let's go. Yeah, guys, come join our Telegram. The links, if you scroll up a little bit, all the links are available. Join the Economist Telegram. Follow us on Twitter, please. Follow Sexy on Twitter. He drops a lot of nuggets, like market-related nuggets, and also trend-related, technology trend-related nuggets. It's just a good account to follow. And if you ever have any questions or you want to have a little bit more details, read the white papers, and someone's always around to answer any questions. But keep in mind, there's still limited amount of NFTs, like I think 17 or 18 NFTs will qualify for the first launch. And again, that first launch is Better Call Raul. It's already a working privacy exchange. You could check it out at bettercallraul.it. You could use it right now, and it generates cash already. It has a cash flow in it. And the second project will be One Prompt, which is the AI project that will be tied to NFT generation and omnichain, which also will give artists, content creators, opportunity to share their content, make money, and also be part of a possible exhibition in Switzerland, which can open some doors for artists. And then what we touched on BitcoinX, which is a BitFi project, which is DeFi for Bitcoin. So which is super bullish. I mean, it's a very complex white paper, but come join us and read the white paper. We'll do our best to answer your questions.
That sounds great. Yeah, I've seen that you got a really strong community. I was checking up your Telegram an hour ago or something, and I was like, yeah, pretty nice, because most of the groups I'm seeing are just like botted till death, So it was nice to see something different. And as far as I can see, you're also pretty strong here in the AMA. I've seen rocks throughout the whole time. So that's pretty nice. Just asking, guys, have you got any questions left? So maybe it's some time to ask if you are here and have unanswered questions. Now is your time. I've already written some chat, but I'm always asking in the end, so everyone gets his informations. And I can see your people really like you. Sexy.
I am really honored. The community is really great. I really love our community. And I'm very, very thankful for all the support.
Yeah, I know what it's sometimes it gets you really emotional if you see a lot of people which are joining on your journey and support you and putting in a lot of effort, and it's a great thing to see.
Of course, man. Of course, absolutely. I'm very very grateful to have to be part of our community. Yeah, it's an honor. Although I'm not always a nice person. I'm one of those who are swearing a lot in AMAs and yeah. But I think our community knows that it's not because of I want to harm those people. It's just a part of life.
It's the German way, Zuckerbrot and Peitsche, no?
Yeah, kind of, absolutely.
So as far as I've seen, there are no hands raised, no questions left. So from my side, thanks a lot, Sexy H and the whole team for taking your time today to explain everything to us, to me in detail. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much for having us here. Thanks very much. It was great and absolutely a nice conversation with you, Bubble. And whoever has questions, maybe you found something you want to know a little bit later or so on, you can reach nearly 24/7. You can reach anyone in our community. You're welcome.
Sounds great. I love the support. So guys, two more things. Pablo will soon start Randy for the giveaway. So just click on participate as usual. And the recording of the AMA will be posted either in a few hours or tomorrow morning, depending on if the social maestro is still awake or already sleeping. If you want, Sexy, I can forward you the recording.
Yes, of course. Why not?
And then I'd say again, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for attending the AMA. Thanks for your questions. And I'm looking forward to the next projects launching on D3Conomist and whatever the future will bring us.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Bubble.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Then,
goodbye, guys.
Have a nice evening. Goodbye.
You too.
Till next
Bye
time.
bye.
Bye, everyone.